All right. So, first off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. That's all praises who the world calls God. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name of Yahushai, being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah. I'm the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp Lord Will with another video to edify. And as you can see on the screen, this is what's coming really globally. It's going to hit those European nations a little harder sooner. But this is what's coming globally this winter. All right, so it says, this is from sciencesofthetimes.net. It's SOTT.net. Good articles get put on here. It's good to check it every once in a while. Sometimes it'd be construed a little bit too much political BS, but it's good to just keep consistently checking because they have some fire on here. So it says, police fear surge in crime and civil unrest driven by cost of living crisis this winter. Police chiefs are drawing up contingency plans to deal with an expected rise in crime this winter as cost of living crisis worsen. It has been reported. It says forces are said to be braced for a breakdown in public order and even corruption among officers as energy bills become more expensive. So they're expecting not only the people, but the people that have badges, right, to bug out and start being animals. And you're about to see Esau on a whole nother level, right? This is his time to shine. It says the average household bill for gas and electricity in England will rise to an eye-watering £3,549 from October. Analysts estimate that the energy price cap set by regulator Ofgem could hit $4,266 by January, with campaigners warning that more than 1 million people will be pushed into extreme poverty, right? And this is when stuff starts getting real intense. Right? But these are things that the elders and apostles, the other brothers that teach this word have communicated, right? It says the document says these include accusative offenses such as shoplifting, burglary, vehicle theft. Police chiefs also fear a spike in online fraud and blackmail because people are not going to have it. So right, so it's about to get intense. This winter is about to be extremely intense. Right, you're going to see people do things they never would have done before. Right, because resources are dwindling and access to them is shortening. Right. Let me let this dog out this room. So it's about to get real. It's about to get really real. People are going to feel it more. But this is Jeremiah 30. And I started 5, right? Because this is going to be the atmosphere. It says, for thus say Yahweh, we have heard the voice of trembling and of fear and not peace. And this right here is a voice of trembling, fear, and not peace. Where they're even expecting officers to sit here and do some wild, crazy stuff. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, right? Because when you have situations like this popping off, where no matter where you look, it's going to be hell on the rise, because the scriptures tell you the day of the Lord is going to be as if a man fleed from a lion and a bear met him. right? From one trouble to the next. That is going to cause you to shake. Not being able to sit here and make sure your family is okay is going to cause people to shake. Men are going to collapse. And these niggas out here are weak-minded, weak in morals, weak in constitution. They really have no stance in manliness, right? It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So this is the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Because the ones that are going to be hit by this disproportionately are you Israelites, right? And then when those Edomites that are right beside you because they destroyed the middle class, right? That were right beside you start going through it. Oh man, the depravity that's about to be in this earth is going to astonish you, right? But this is the time of Jacob's trouble, right? This is 2 Ezra 16. And 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be sold good cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. And while the whole lockdown went on for those first 2 years, right, you had goods like selling cheap. You know, people were able to, I took advantage of it. Able to buy clothes at extreme discounted rates, right? Certain things, prices of things started dropping. You were getting amazing deals, right? People thought they were in good case, and it says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that's what's happening. Evils are starting to grow, sword, famine, and great confusion, right? The times where you have plenty is dwindling. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And when this gets so extreme that you don't have the resources for the energy to carry off the bodies, like they're talking about, you know, the bodies are just going to be in the streets. Disease is going to run rampant. It's going to be ugly. All right, the 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It says, I'll start at 15. It says, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? They talked about how they're expecting an uptick in violent crime. They're expecting an uptick in corruption because what? The prices of energy, the prices of goods. When the price of energy goes up, the price of goods go up. So they know these cops are going to be out here lining their pockets as well. It says, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. All right? Because everybody's not going to have it. It's going to be too expensive. People are going to be homeless. Right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, because in a time of lawlessness, everyone's sovereign again. It's F the law at that point. People are going to start taking everything into their own hands. They're going to do whatever is in their power. Right? But this is a very good article. Lord, will I remember to put it in the whatchamacallit. Let me see if I can do it right now. Lord willing, I remember to put it in the description. But it's about to get real, man. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see, they're going to start doing whatever they feel is right, right? And it's going to be invading one another, because the Lord said in Isaiah, the 19th chapter, and 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, meaning basically just all these Edomite nations, their people are going to go against each other within those nations, man. It's a civil unrest, right? It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. You see, they're going to start going at each other, and they're gonna find a way to justify it through their own gods. It's going to happen, man. So back in the 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, after this one, I'll close it out. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19, it says, I'll start 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right, this is why it's going to happen, because of the pride of these people in this world. This is why the Lord is cooking up a situation like this. Because people walked in pride. Here it is. We just got done with the Day of Atonement, and people are still in that rebellious spirit. They don't find anything to show that they feel bad about their actions for the past year, because they keep doing the same things. Man, the Lord is going to send out judgment for these things. So back in 2nd Ezra 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is what's coming, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to all Phalek. Shalom.